Hello and welcome to Qual 360 in Istanbul. I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by Marieke Koningen I. Marieke, thank you very much for joining me. Do you want to first of all give a little introduction to yourself?
Yeah, of course. Well, I'm Marieke Koningen I. I work at Dorel Juvenile, a juvenile company which is based partly in Helmond in the Netherlands and also in France. We are the brand owners of famous brands like Marieke.Cozy, Queenie, Baby.Comfort. And I work for them now for 3 years as a market intelligence manager and therefore responsible for all the market research we do, both in Europe but also in export countries. So that's my role and that's also why I'm here.
Awesome. So we were having a little chat before this interview and you tell me about what you were doing at this conference and about the product that you've been promoting in relationship with Insights Consulting. Can you please tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course. We've been doing a research community with urban parents all over the globe and it was really inspirational, and one of the key findings that we learned was that parents that live in urban areas they really are somewhat limited in their environment because if you have young children, it's kind of hard to go into subways or metros or buses because they're always very crowded. And it's not because they want their children to be exposed to a lot of people, but they're really afraid their children start crying. So they're like, oh, I don't want to be embarrassed with my child crying, and that was kind of awkward. So their space that they can do is much limited to just walking distance, because then they can take a stroller and they go to the supermarket or just places around the corner. But they really still would like to expand a little bit more and see more and have also an interference with nature sometimes. And it was kind of funny because we already had an idea in one of our drawers. And that was the concept of a longboard stroller. It's a longboard connected to a stroller seat. But yeah, we had thought of it, it was developed, but we did not really have the insights behind it and thought, how can we position this in the market? How can it be relevant? And so combining these insights from the research and then having the idea, and then we started, well, of course the product was developed already, so we really combined it, and that was really a big opportunity. So it's really a nice way also to spread our learnings of the research.
So longboard stroller, so for any listeners, can you give us a kind of image of what it looks like so we can kind of imagine it?
Yeah, what does it look like? Well, you can always check it out on our website, but it's longboardstroller.com. But it's actually a longboard, which is a longboard is a little bit bigger than a normal skateboard, and it has like actually a buggy seat on the front, so you can actually just hold it and then skate along with one leg, and your child can be in the front. Of course, the child needs to wear a helmet. It is in that sense not a. It's kind of a safety product because you go a little bit faster than if you just walk behind your stroller. So it's, I think if you're a little bit experienced, you can go up to like 15 kilometers an hour. So that's, well, you have to be a little bit sensitive with that. So we've been working a lot on the brake system and everything. So that we of course want to ensure the safety of the child. But it's really fun, and if you see people doing it, it's extremely easy. You just hop on the board and you start strolling, and it's really great experience. So that's it's kind of hard to explain if you are just in words, but that's how I would explain it.
Okay. Awesome. And when do we see these things in shops? When can I buy a longboard stroller?
Yeah, that's a good question. We're still working on the development of the product. We just want it to be very well developed. We also co-create a lot with the longboarder community because we really want to have a good longboard, not just some quality, but really good quality, because we've learned that for longboarders, the quality of the board is most important, and combining that with the safety of the child, it needs to be good. So we're still working on some technical details, and also, of course, if you look at legislation, there is no legislation on longboard strollers, so we have to really work together with the legislators to see, okay, how can we ensure the quality standards. So when all of that is solved, I assume we will go to the market quite quickly, but no promises here, but the future looks bright, let's say it like that.
So, Marieke, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you.
Thank you.